birch logs are delivered to this factory. They're the raw material from which toothpicks will be made. The heavy logs are lifted by grippers and placed into a debarker. Bark isn't part of the toothpick fabrication process and is recovered by this machine. But the bark isn't thrown away. It's sold to a neighboring factory where it will be used as fuel. The debarker works in 2 steps. With 2 passes, it produces a log roll that's perfectly cylindrical and easier to mill. This log is being transported to the next processing stage. This unraveling machine unravels the log as if it were a roll of paper, cutting it with 12 fine blades, each 4/100ths of an inch thick and 2.5 inches wide. These same blades will be used later to cut toothpicks. Then, these 12 blades, positioned side by side on the unraveling machine, will form rolls of strips called billets. These tiny cutters are used to trim the ends of the toothpicks. Knives placed here and there on the machine thin the ends of the toothpicks. The roller rolls up the cut strips, forming a billet. Completed strips or billets are taken out manually. Each weighs 4 pounds. The billets are carried to the puncher. The flat toothpick puncher cuts the billet strips into small, equal-sized pieces. The cut pieces come out at this end of the machine. The punch works very rapidly. Knives come down 2,000 times per minute to cut a total of 8,000 toothpicks in just 60 seconds. Cut toothpicks fall into this chute, then into a container. At this stage, they're soft. They have to be hardened in a dryer for 4 hours at 250 degrees Fahrenheit. Then the toothpicks are transferred to the polisher. Talcum powder and friction help make the toothpicks perfectly smooth. This operation takes 4 hours. Toothpicks exit the polisher and pass through this sifter, which filters out broken ones. Those in good condition continue to an air blower system. Damaged ones are rejected. Perfect toothpicks are placed onto 2 conveyors by an air blowing system. Drums at the end of the conveyors assure quantity distribution. Then they're carried to the automatic packagers. This machine counts the toothpicks. Boxes are made up, ready for filling. The number of toothpicks included in each box matters. The packager is calibrated to place 650 toothpicks in each container, and it produces about 1,150 boxes an hour. It handles 747,500 toothpicks an hour. Some toothpicks are individually wrapped for distribution to restaurants and airlines. This machine wraps 1,200 toothpicks per minute. It automatically wraps, glues, and cuts the paper. This facility can manufacture more than 20 million toothpicks every day. And it all started from several birch logs.